from a downward slide. You found me when all I wanted was to hide. I said yes, and you gave me strength to find the truth in me. For the sunlight glances upon this tired land. You tell us all the secrets we come to understand. The pattern of the new day depends on all we do. And darkness turns to daylight with morning's sweetest dew. But then you came by and plucked me from the downward slide. You found me when all I wanted was to hide. I said yes, and you gave me strength to find the truth in me.
What is the life of the angel? Is love and more love. Happiness and only happiness. Enjoying every moment and using every breath to connect others to God. The angel is elevated and they see others as being in their ascending stage. Angels stay together, live together, fly together, study together. They dance together. They see God and they see their friends. Such friends were the souls of the yogis. The soul of the yogi named Mama. The soul of the yogi named Brahma Baba. Such angels showing the path. The most elevated angels. What are the qualities that make a soul elevated? What are the specialities that make us elevated?
An elevated soul has the consciousness of an angel. And it is said and sung by all of us from childhood that all things that are bright and beautiful, all creatures great and small, all things wise and wonderful, The Lord God made them all. Angels have the quality to transform the smallest, the lowest, into the largest, the highest, the most beautiful. Their life, their breath, seconds, thoughts, their attitude, their vision and actions are in the service of all of humanity, nature, every living creature. Angels have the quality to be like God. Goodness in everything is what they see. Their attitude, their every intention is the highest, the most elevated, because their mission matches their vision. This is the quality of an angel. They hold a supervision, a vision that is supreme, like the parent, like God, who judges no one, but his only purpose is to connect every soul to their highest angelic consciousness. And therefore, an angel is constantly in service. Every virtue, the highest values, skills and talents, and the powers that they connect every soul to help them move forward. This is their mission. This is their elevated nature. Do not see defects. Do not see that which is not true. Because every soul could be a sleeping angel and just needs to awaken. And the quality of an angel who is in its elevated state is to raise everyone to their most elevated stage.
They have a good heart. An angel cannot bear to see someone suffering. They would never bring someone down. They would never take sorrow. They would never give sorrow. To be an elevated soul is to be like a gardener, to see the plant that is struggling to come out of that bed of weeds and to gently protect it, nourish it, remove all the predators. So much love, so much consideration. Not a single negative word, not a single negative thought. They wouldn't want to make any soul distant from God. Such is the way to elevate others.
An angel understands sorrow, but it also knows how to remove sorrow. An angel's heart is of giving, of sharing, of serving. Because an angel understands true happiness, true light, true joy. An angel understands that whatever is happening, it is temporary, subject to change. As time passes, transformation happens. And an angel gently but firmly, through understanding, helps souls transform because it understands. And in the world, it is said, sometimes mothers have to be cruel to be kind to their children. An angel has the nature of a mother. It allows souls to understand, allows them to make their own journey, to pave their own way, and keeps nudging them in the right direction, constantly guiding, constantly being in their company, and keeping them in their company. Because angels choose the company they keep, the most elevated. They choose the company of the one who is most beautiful, whose mission and vision on all is to go towards a world of love, of joy, happiness, that there is no sense of sorrow or pain. And when you hold this unlimited global vision, when you think globally, you can be anywhere locally, and you make a difference to empower and transform. This is the heart of a mother, not a physical mother, but a mother whose heart, that is, whose attitude, intentions, actions are all towards the children growing into beings like the Father, the divine source, the divine parent, the supreme soul, whom all the world is calling out to. They show that he is so accessible to everyone. They encourage them to connect, to reach out, to converse with the one who's here to show the way to goodness, to happiness, pure joy, to the experience of a peace that they haven't known for a very long time. Angels keep themselves in this consciousness, because this is the reality and this is the truth that God shows. He is showing and he is connecting each child to the highest angelic consciousness.
An elevated soul makes others elevated. Someone who has that motherly attitude is someone who is also skilled at sharing and teaching. An elevated soul will have that interest to share with others what they are. They understand the importance of being a guide. They understand that this time angels are asleep and they need the help of those who are awake. God, the supreme angel, is helping everyone else to put into practice, to apply. The best teacher will teach through their life with someone. an elevated soul will pay attention to everyone around them. They will uplift others and have that interest that everyone is reaching their highest potential. They do not forget anyone. They do not leave anyone behind. They still get there first. However, they are also pushing others ahead of them. This is a legacy of love that elevated souls are creating.
We have heard the breathing in and breathing out of the universe. And when the Supreme Parent, God the Mother, God the Father arrives, He breathes in all His children. He brings them close to Him. All those who want to start breathing afresh, the breath of freshness, the breath of goodness, the breath of true life, true happiness. And He comes as the great teacher to reawaken us to our highest potential, to our highest, most elevated consciousness. And as the soul in the company of the most elevated, Supreme Parent, Supreme Soul, realizes the joy and relief, the forgetting of the temporary unhappiness that took as its reality. In the presence of such an elevated soul and its angel souls, they want to change too. They feel free as well, and they want to become like that. And this is the job of an angel who's constantly in its angelic, most elevated consciousness. Create this chain reaction. When an atomic bomb bursts, every atom seems to create another reaction, to create a huge blast. But the Atma is far more powerful. The vision, the vibrations, the unlimited attitude, the unlimited way of being of an elevated angelic soul creates a massive reaction, a chain reaction, where everyone begins to awaken. And in this way, they put others forward. And as each soul awakens to the reality that it's a prince, the most elevated angel, that it had forgotten, that it is now in the company of the highest, its true angelic family, it transforms into an angel and begins to help others transform, putting them forward. And so this chain reaction spreads like wildfire. But in this fire, the center is of coolness. The center is of peace, of love and joy. They view everyone from the most elevated position. The position of one who is in the company of the one who is always in the elevated, highest stage, the highest position. Their vision on all of life becomes angelic. Their transformation, self-transformation, becomes the reaction or the chain reaction of world transformation. They do not need to force anybody. They simply need to be themselves, their true selves. They realize their most elevated position, most elevated values, virtues, their talents, and the power of transformation. And in this way, by putting everyone forward, each one for themselves, but each one for the entire world, they bring about transformation, a return to their original, most elevated consciousness. Each one thinking globally and acting locally wherever they may be. They simply keep their consciousness elevated.
The most elevated position is at the roots. In a tree, the bird may stay up there on a branch, and the seed would stay down, buried in the ground. The tree exists because of the seed. The elevated souls and the roots, the foundation, the ones that are bearing to be in the dark. They understand the necessity of the incognito spiritual endeavor. Angels are incognito, invisible, humble. It is God the one that is having the responsibility of the task. And the angels are giving their fingers of cooperation. Being at the roots of the human world tree, these souls are enabling the elevation of the entire family of human souls. And through this nature, the whole world are elevated.
Angels have no desire to be seen. They have no desire for awards, rewards, no desire for constant appreciation from everyone. Angels are so full because their Father fills them. They're full of the highest, most beautiful love that they receive from God. God, Prabhu, Ishwar, known by so many names. But the essence of God is peace, a silence that enables everyone to heal, to experience relief. And he does this quietly, subtly, through his very being, through his very presence. Angels are his dearest children. They're constantly around their Father, in the company of their Father. They never cross the line, the boundary of their home. And from there, they act quietly, simply by being like their parent. They hold an inner joy, an inner happiness. They hold themselves in the constant experience of peace, a complete detachment from the experience of sorrow, because they see reality, the reality of all souls, their lives with God. They are always in wonderment. They can be anywhere, in any region or dimension, but their inner being is of super sensuous joy. And all they have to do is remain in the company of the one who is carrying out the task in full awareness of the self. It is this awareness that I am a being of peace, the most elevated peace and silence, a silence that holds the love of God as He shows it to us. Pure love for a soul is to remove them from the cords, the endings, the nerve endings, the vessels that tie them to this world, where detaching from it is painful to them. But by remaining in their highest, most elevated consciousness, angels allow God to use them, to gently tease them away from a world that is false, from things that are temporary, from the possessions that they are holding on to as support. They help them experience the security that is always present, but they had forgotten. In an incognito way, they help souls to become desireless of things made of the elements, of things that are perishable. They show them a world of no things, a world where none of this can be taken, because what they receive is far more elevated, far more fruitful, joyful, permanent. Quietly, they nurture the tree of souls. They water them with the water of love, a love that is divine in nature, a love that uplifts them, helps them to grow, that removes all dependencies and expectations. This is the quiet nature of angels, who understand God's love and freely share it by being themselves in their most elevated stage, the highest consciousness.
Now understand that you do not have to become elevated. You are elevated. Thank you for listening. Thank you, Suparna.
Thank you, Joanna.
We'll meet again tomorrow morning, same time, for the Angelic Consciousness series. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.